Hello everyone, you have made it to Cuban Vegan Life. My name is Ricky.
And I'm Natalie.
And we are happy to report that for week 13, we've lost more weight. I've lost 1 pound.
I've lost zero pounds.
Zero. So the winner of this week, guess who it is? Me. Victory. So, I am going to gloat a little bit here on this video because, in the last video she gloated a lot because she beat me.
I didn't gloat.
She gloated. So now I'm going to gloat too. But anyways.
Comment down below. Did I gloat?
She gloated. 1 pound. It was a tough week. All right. This week was a tough week for reasons that we don't really want to get too into. But, anytime a big catastrophe takes a nation by storm, which we've had 2 recently, it's one of those weeks where you just kind of wonder what's the meaning of it all. It's just one of those weeks, right? So how do you navigate through these ups and downs when it's societal? I think that what happened, I didn't do a lot of exercise. I only went out to walk once. Did my push-ups only once. So kept the healthy eating going. That's why I'm down 1 pound, right? But I'm not down my usual 2-3 pounds. And I say usual, but I have been down more 1 pound than anything else. But anyways, I'm down to 333 pounds from 370. All right, so that brings me to 37 pounds. And what about you? You're down how much?
Well, I'm down 0 pounds, which we already covered. But you just want me to
no,
say
but the total. Well, yeah, you got to say it again, right? Because
I think total is 21 pounds that I've lost so far. But since we started, the weekly updates. This week I did do exercise 3 times. I did my trampoline a couple of times. I'm not gonna count the times where I did it for like a couple minutes just to get my blood flowing while I'm working. But I am finding that when I'm doing the trampoline, the rebounding, I can go a little harder. I don't have to. I can actually jump off of the thing, off of the trampoline a little higher. Before I was doing it much more slower because because sometimes when I would go hard, my knee would start hurting. Because I had so much weight on me, but now 21 pounds down, it doesn't hurt when I jump. Like I actually truly jump on it.
That's all you got, jumping on trampolines? Disgrace. Disgrace.
Well, another thing that I have done within the past week and a half is that I completely quit caffeine. Like I'm not drinking any green tea or any coffee at all.
She says that because I'm now drinking coffee again. You see?
No, I'm not.
You see this little ping pong game she plays? Back and forth, back and forth.
I was going to say that this week I've been very, very constipated, and it's because of quitting caffeine. I have been drinking caffeine, drinking coffee for years, since I was 20 years old, since I started working. And I have quit caffeine, and let me tell you, for the first time, I've tried to quit caffeine many times over the years because it's bad for PCOS, they say, and I have never been able to do it until now, because I actually don't feel that bad. I don't feel as tired as I would feel when I would quit the caffeine. Like that's a withdrawal symptom, and the only withdrawal symptom that I've had is the constipation.
So what you're saying is that caffeine served you as a natural laxative, right? So you can get everything going. And the reason why you didn't lose weight this week and you lost to me is because you stopped drinking caffeine. Something that I've started doing myself. I have to take my hat off and just say, my goodness, you found the thing to combat my gloating. She's a tactician.
There's something that I did this week that I hadn't done the weeks prior.
What's that?
And that is that I stayed up late a couple nights and I got hungry because I had eaten a light dinner. And since I was up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I went downstairs and I ate something that I shouldn't have. One time I ate chips, a bunch of chips, tortilla chips, and sweet plantain chips. And then, because I just wanted something quick because it was late at night, I should have probably gotten something healthier, gotten some fruit.
Or you should have just gone to sleep.
Perhaps. As
Perhaps.
well.
No, not perhaps. Yeah, you go to sleep. You go to sleep hungry.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. I didn't, and I didn't make a good choice when I did. The other time I got like bread, I got Cuban bread, but the mistake, because I don't feel like the Cuban bread hasn't really been doing, like, making me gain weight or anything. It's when I add the butter, and that's what I did that night. I added butter. I got myself a big hunk of Cuban bread, slathered it with butter, you know, and toasted it on the pan. So good. So bad for weight loss, you know.
That's so
along
delicious,
with
right?
a little bit of chips and dip. So I think that you know, all of those things in combination didn't allow me to lose weight, but I still count it as a success because I did not gain any weight, which you know would be really, really bad.
You're telling on yourself. You see, you're telling on yourself. You had me right at the ropes, right? You know, you took me to the ropes, blah, 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 right? And then right when you had me, where we could have just been neutral, you told on yourself.
What?
You told on, you said that you went out and I wasn't awake when you went and you ate. I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know that you had dip and then you had chips and you had all these things. You told on yourself and now I win flawlessly.
Okay, well.
For the week.
I'm just being honest. This is not a competition to me, okay?
It's a competition. It's a competition.
I want you to succeed as much as I want me to succeed, so it's not a competition.
Ain't that cute of you?
Yes. Well.
Anyways, you have something to talk about. What's this study you got here?
Oh yeah. The other day I was just looking through my phone and I got suggested on my Google tabs on my phone a study that was done. It's an article by Medical News Today, and it's titled "Cancer and High Fat Diet. What's the link?" So apparently, a newly developed molecular probe has allowed researchers to see nitric oxide in tumor microenvironments. The developers of the probe saw that in mice there was a link between increased nitric oxide levels where tumors develop and a high fat diet. Okay, so there's a correlation between a high fat diet and cancer growth. Okay, so you know they still have to understand the role of nitric oxide in tumors. This is something that they have recently found out about, that there is nitric oxide in the tumor. So now they're going to study it more. But there may be a link between a high fat diet and cancer growth. So I thought that was interesting to note, you know, especially with the popularity of these keto and carnivore diets. You know, like if this is true, if it turns out to be play a significant role, you know, I think that it's very dangerous to continue perpetuating this whole like keto lifestyle, carnivore, you know, high fat diet thing.
It's kind of dangerous. Have you? Yeah. I mean, I've been looking online at these different people that are pushing these different kind of lifestyles. One of the people that stood out was the Liver King. This guy, and he's got his whole family in on it. Okay, this guy eats only raw meat. Exactly what you heard, raw meat. I mean, like that's all. He just grabs a piece of raw meat and he just eats it like a freaking lion, right? And I guess that's the look that he's going for. That's the whole thing that he's going for. I mean, the guy obviously has a big steroid body, and he's got his whole family. He's got a table. His wife is there. His kids are there. They're both kind of looking at each other like, is this good for us? I don't know. We're just following along with this guy, you know. But it's, you know, he's making headlines. He's out there in the news. This man only eats raw meat, and people are following. Okay, people are following. They're listening to the message. It's kind of out there, right?
And, you know, eating raw meat, I mean, that's to the extreme. I know that hardly anybody is doing that. But there are people out there doing that. And you can risk a lot of diseases, a lot of bacteria, infections, and parasites as well by eating raw meat. I one time, when I was like in my, I was around 18 or 19, I got this bacteria, I forget the name, I think it was Campylobacter, but I can't remember exactly if that was it. But anyways, it was from raw meat consumed. They told me that it was probably from raw meat that I consumed in like a fast food And I remember around that time, I would get a lot of McDonald's. I would eat the Big and Tasty. I don't think they have that anymore. But they had this Big and
They
Tasty
have the
burger.
Big and they just, Mama, they changed the,
Okay, well,
it's the
they
same
changed the name,
ingredient.
but back then it was called the Big and Tasty. I loved it. It was a huge hunk of meat burger. It was my favorite thing to get, and I would get it a lot. And I had money because I was working by then. I had a part-time job. It was right after high school, and let me tell you, that was horrible. Okay, the pain. It felt like my insides were twisting. Okay, the pain that I'm having now, that I've been having in my stomach, is nothing compared to the pain. Okay, and I got fevers. It was a whole thing. I had to go to the hospital. You know, it was terrible, and it was from consuming raw meat.
Well, there you go.
Contaminated raw meat.
There you go. It's terrible. Anyways, the other thing that I guess I wanted to talk about was children. Having children. You know, this week got me thinking a lot about this because of what happened. You know, you guys probably are already aware. There's been a shooting, another one in the U.S. of A's, and you know, it's definitely one of those things that just, you know, opens your eyes to the reality of the world. And you know, we're 32. Well, at least me. I can only speak for me. I'll let you speak for you. We have been thinking about having children for a long time. We've been trying, you know. I mean, you know, but it just hasn't happened, mainly because of health issues and, you know, the PCOS and all that stuff. So, you know, we're trying, but Mother Nature hasn't blessed us with one yet. Children are a blessing. They are, in many ways, I feel, your joy. You know, when you're feeling down, when life beats you down, all you have to do is look at that bundle of joy. They're always happy. They love you. It's, you know, it's a gift. Even though I'm not a father, I can see the beauty of a child, you know. But it's scary stuff, right? Thinking of just how bad it can get out there, you know. But you know, whatever. These are just fears. They're unrivaled fears.
Regardless of what has happened, regardless of what could happen, I have never seen my life without having kids. I've been wanting to have kids for a long time. We have been trying, you know, on and off for many years. You know, but my period has always been, you know, very irregular. Like at one point, I had like 2 periods a year, 2 or 3 periods a year. Now I don't have any periods a year. For the past like 3 years, I haven't had any periods on my own, unless they've been induced by birth control or progesterone. And you know, there are options for me. I can try some medications that they give for PCOS. Clomid, I think it's called, and I am willing to give that a try because it's not a medicine that you would take for like a long term. But I'm waiting until I lose a significant amount of weight to start doing that, because I wouldn't want to get pregnant now at this weight, because there could be a lot of more higher complications, you know. And your mom, when she had you, you were like, what, 10 pounds? You know, that's
11 pounds.
11 pounds, and that
broke the record.
They say that is there's a link with diabetes with that. So
why do you have to turn it into a negative? That's like one of the biggest things. Like, you were an 11-pound baby. Yeah, I was an 11-pound baby. How did your mom get you out? I don't know. They ripped her open, and here I am. You know.
Well, that's great for you, but it's not great for me. I'm very small. Okay, I'm 5'1". I have a small, you know, torso. I don't know. I feel like that would be very bad for me to have an 11-pound baby, you know. And
my kid is gonna break the record, 11 and a half.
Stop saying that. So that's my biggest thing with like getting pregnant is you know, having to have a C-section. You know, and that's exactly what would happen if it would be an 11-pound baby. Okay, so I feel that, you know, getting healthier would probably reduce the chances of I don't know really too much about it, but I have read some about it, and I hope that, by getting healthier, I will reduce the chances of having such a big baby. I think I was like 7.5 pounds when I was born.
That's like average weight, right?
Yeah, that's an average weight. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not 11 like some people. Are
My
like,
niece, so my size.
I'm too proud of that.
It doesn't. The fact that I'm small doesn't. That I'm sure doesn't give me any hope, because my sister is. I think she's either my height or a little bit shorter than I am, and she had her first baby was 8 pounds. Okay, she had an 8-pound baby, and she had to have a C-section. So, and she's really small, and she was actually thin as well, but she did drink a lot of milk. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But anyways, I'm not gonna go into that, So yeah, children. It has been
it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But there's always positives to not having children early. You get to do more things, you get to experience life a little more. But I don't know. I mean, I've tried to put myself in the shoes of a parent. Imagine waking up and then the first thought is, where's Junior? Junior's got to go where? Junior needs Junior. Like I wake up and it's like me. Me, what's up? Me, I don't feel like, me, Imagine just completely one day just shifting that whole thing to Junior. Where's Junior? What's Junior doing? How's Junior? And from what I've heard with parents, that never goes away. So you quickly grow up. But then here's the thing, here's the psychological impact of that, I feel. You grow up, you finally grow up. If you had never have a child, you never really truly grow up. That's maybe a mentality that's wrong, but I'm gonna throw that out there. Until you don't have to care for another human being, not a dog, not a plant, not a cat. When you have to care for another human being, and if you don't do a good job, the government kicks your door in, okay? You're not an adult yet. So, I don't know, I'm 32 years old. You're at 34, you're at high risk, right?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure what the cutoff age for an old person pregnancy is, but I still have a few more years, okay?
I mean, I've heard that 34.
Your mom had you at 34.
She had me at like 33.
No, she had you at 34. I know that she had you at 34. She had you at 34. She's told me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she had.
I'm not gonna. Women speak. I don't know. Usually when they start talking about these things, la 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 la.
My cousin also has PCOS. She came from Cuba a few years ago, and here they gave her some. They put her on a diet. She lost a bit of weight because she gained a lot of weight when she got here, which happens to a lot of Cubans. But anyways, she got some medication and she got pregnant. She was 36 years old. Okay, she has a beautiful baby. And
I'm sure that your cousin is going to appreciate you calling her fat.
I don't think she's watching this.
Oh, she's watching.
And she's probably doesn't. I didn't say her name. I have a lot of cousins. Okay, she's a distant cousin.
She's the cousin of a cousin with a cousin. You
Yeah.
you don't know who the cousin is, okay? Okay. Anyways.
She's a family member. Okay?
Family member, cousin of a cousin with a cousin.
I'm not gonna say what from what part of the family, just to
Yeah, you didn't just call her fat.
She wasn't as fat as me. Okay, let me just point that out there. Okay, and she did lose weight to get pregnant. That's all. The point is that she had PCOS. She got the medicine. She had a baby at 36 years old. I'm 32. That gives me hope. Because I've been feeling that like anxiety, like the clock is ticking, the years are passing by, the window is closing for me to have children, and I just cannot see my life without having children. So,
which brings me to my next question. I'm just going to go ahead and play a little devil's advocate here with you. Is this lifestyle, Natalie, the lifestyle that is good, that will prepare you to have a child?
You mean the vegan diet?
Yes.
According to the American Diet Association, which I think they changed their name, but anyways, They say that it's appropriate, okay? A well-planned vegan diet is appropriate for all stages of life. So I'm not worried about that. In my case, what I need to do is lose weight, okay? What I need to do is, balance my hormones. And I feel that the vegan diet is the best diet that I can do for this, because there's a lot of problems that come with animal meat, dairy, and eggs. So.
All right. Okay. Good answer. I like that.
Anyways, so, if I can't get pregnant, in a couple of years or so, and, if we try with the medicine and we still can't get pregnant, I am open to adoption. And you have said you are open to adoption too, huh?
Yeah, we can do the Angelina Jolie thing. Okay, one from each nation. I'll be the Brad Pitt to your Angelina Jolie. But we're open to that too. I mean, that'll work. Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of children out there that need love and care and attention and affection, and they're in a part of a system that unfortunately is not, ideal for children. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is definitely a good backup. I would like to pass on my genes, my bloodline, because I don't know, it's just this thing with spreading your seed far and wide. But I'm willing to, See, here's the thing. I can have a kid whenever. Your biological clock is ticking, okay? You have a window.
Well, that's what you assume, okay? That's what you assume.
What do you mean?
You've never gotten that checked out.
What checked out?
Like your fertility, so,
Oh, what? Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I've never gotten checked. My fertility has never gotten checked out, but whatever.
Let's not put it all on me just because I have PCOS,
Mama, no one has put anything on you. You just put it on yourself.
You just said that you can have kids whenever you want, but I can't,
Okay, I was talking about like the male and the female side of things.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't talking about personally, us, you and me.
Okay.
Age-wise, man,
That is true. That is true. I have a window. You do not have a window. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got a little snippy there.
No, yeah. I mean, I felt the karate chop. How dare you? Are you kidding me? Anyways, that's it. I mean, that's all really much we have to say about children. It was just, listen, it was just a traumatizing thing to see on the news, what's going on with this shooting. Horrifying. We're not going to get into the politics of things, even though I feel that more needs to be done. But not enough is being done.
This isn't a politics channel, so I really don't want to touch on our views on that. Mm-hmm. But it is a really sad thing. They keep putting it on everywhere in the news and stuff, and I just don't want to. It gets to a point where I just need to step away from it, because it's really sad, It's
and you kind of think about it, and then you just kind of like brush it off, like, no, that's not happening. Yeah. And then
if you really start to see like all of the children and the teachers, that husband that had a heart attack on the way to the school because his wife was a teacher there and she was killed. He had
a broken heart. They're saying a broken heart syndrome. Is it a syndrome? No, the broken heart something. He died of a broken heart, people. Which begs the question.
Okay.
If something was to happen to me, would you die of a broken heart?
I ask you the same question.
I probably would.
I think I would too, baby.
Okay. As long as we're done. Oh man, we're laughing. Why are we laughing? These are tragic times. Okay, it's tragic times, people here. Okay. Anyways,
yeah, it is really sad. Anyways,
it's pretty upsetting.
We're
trying to keep this funny for you guys. We're trying to.
It's a really sad time. With that.
Trying to keep it loose over here.
It's not only the kids. Okay, it's also the Buffalo shooting. Okay, which happened just a few days before that one. Okay, which for some reason nobody's talking about anymore. And I get it. It's children, and then they're the future of our nation, and it's really sad because they didn't get to live along a lot. But it's also sad all the people that died in the Buffalo shooting as well. Well,
what's more concerning about the Buffalo shooting is that guy had a manifesto. Okay, it's not that he just snapped, that he's crazy, mental health.
Okay, well, like I said, we're not going to talk about politics or our views here.
Well, that's not. I'm just stating facts. The guy had a manifesto. All right.
Yeah, that is scary.
And he planned it out from a very early age.
Everything is scary. The fact that, you know, that these shootings are happening a lot is really, really scary. I mean, we had a shooting the same year that we moved here to Ackworth. In Ackworth.
In Ackworth, yeah.
Okay.
It made headline news. This guy went into a nail salon and shot it up.
Or some kind of spa, I don't remember.
Spa, nail. Apparently it was an attack against the Asians, a hate against Asians. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But
that was scary. Okay?
We had just moved in.
Yes.
And then Ackworth here. In Ackworth. The guy was from Ackworth. We're like a little snippet of the US of A's people. And the day that we moved in, chaos struck. We had a shooting.
Day, but it was around
it was in that same freaking week.
I don't know if it was that same
week. It felt like the same week.
It was around the time that we moved. Like we had just gotten here. You know, it was very, very recent.
Yeah, and then like right before, one of the things that would deterred us was that there was some kind of militia that had built of some kind of white supremacist ideology, and they were going to go and kill some Hispanic people. Okay, and they had planned it. The FBI got a hold of the information and stopped them. But hey, that's just one. Okay, who knows?
That was near Rome, Georgia.
Rome, Georgia, which is like right next door to us. Okay,
yeah, it's
that's
like
some scary stuff.
Couple hours away from us.
Yeah, scary stuff.
To Alabama. Yeah.
Anyways, we've gone down the rabbit hole. This is a weight loss channel. Are we losing weight or not, people? Anyways, we want to keep the weight loss going. We hope that you subscribe, that you follow along on our adventure. This is definitely, it's been a ride, right? We're down 59 pounds so far, and we're hoping to keep it going. And we're hoping that you support us. Thank you guys for watching. We love you. Comment down below. Okay, it's not time to do the whole bye-bye yet. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video. You know, if there's so many things that we talked about today. I mean, literally so much. If there's something you want to comment on, please do. We want to hear from you. We love you. You're a part of our family. You're an extension of our family. We see you that way. So comment down below. Connect with us. Oh, we bought a juicer. Well, we're out of time. We're going to talk about the juicer next video. All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.